You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. We got a preview matchup. We're going to put it down for you. Of course, we know we got the superstar All-American Catlin Clark. And man, oh man, she's about to go up against Geno and the UConn Huskies. Money Mike's got a particular feeling about this one because this one is a little bit different. As we know, Catlin Clark's risen up to the top. But here's the deal. When you rise up to the top, sometimes you face somebody who is just a little bit more excited than you are. Okay, and that's going to be, Mr. Geno. You know, Geno's an interesting character. Sits back, relaxes, folds his arm, check it out. He's been here so many times. And Money Mike, you know, we always talk about the defense, and we broke down how you stop Catlin Clark. Well, let me tell you how Geno's going to run that. Geno's going to put a lock and a key. He's going to put a lock and throw away the key on Catlin Clark. Now, here's what you got to realize. Catlin Clark's a really good ball player. I mean, really good ball player. But Catlin Clark just played her NCAA championship in the last game. That was against LSU. And the emotion that Catlin Clark put into this, here's what I'm going to anticipate. What Geno does, he plays the girls on a string. Okay, they play team defense, best in the Final Four, if you ask me. And here's where Catlin Clark's going to struggle because he's going to do exactly what I tell him. He's going to ball pressure her to death. He's going to put a lot of active hands. I anticipate Catlin Clark's going to shoot about 3, 4, 5 air balls in this one. Call me crazy as you want, but I've seen this song and dance before. Now, here's the difference. Okay, you got a rim protector, Edwards, that's on UConn. And man, oh man, do they read and react on the defense. Now, Geno's going to run his starters. He got 3 of them going to play a straight 40 minutes. He's shorthanded, but he ain't worried about that. Here's what he does. He makes sure they all rotate, and their defensive rotation is outstanding. So Catlin Clark's going to be going 101, 102, 103, 104, and 105. She ain't going to be able to break a rhythm down on Geno. Now, here's the problem what everybody did. Man, oh man, you should have kept Geno out this because he looks at it a little different than most coaches. He's like a shark, and if there's blood in the water, man, the shark's coming to eat him up. And I guarantee you this. Here's the difference what Catlin Clark's going to see this time that she did before. Catlin Clark's going to see about 3, 4 different defenses, okay? Because Geno's going to switch it up. And man, oh man, his girls are locked in. I mean, they're locked in. So you talk about Bukers, and you want to know who's the best? Man, that's 10 rebounds a game and getting it done. 3 for 6 from the three-point line, 11-23 from the field. Man, come on. You got to understand 28 flat points, and I'm telling you folks, now this one is not going to be a friendly game for Catlin Clark. I know you got her listed up there as high as a mountain can reach, but this time she's going to go against somebody that understands defense. UConn understands team defense, and he's got enough trophies on the wall that, man, can anybody go dust that much trophies off of Geno's wall? But here's what he's going to do. He's going to execute it out of you, and I guarantee you this, they're a little bit more physical than Iowa. And their transition defense, you want to know the key to the code? I'll tell you what Geno does. Geno believes in you sprint back, turn around, and squat down. That's the way he plays the game. He ain't going to change that. He's going to do it the same way he's always did it. The only problem is he's shorthanded, so he doesn't have to worry about getting as many people in the game. That's better for him because you're going to play it out just the way it is. Catlin Clark is a dynamic player. There's no doubt about it. One of the best the game has ever seen. Now, but you know, we went a little far when she's saying the best who's ever played because, God, I mean, let's think about Sheryl Miller. I mean, we don't want to talk about Swoopes. We don't want to talk about the McGee. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Good player, good shooter, okay? But there's a whole lot more to basketball than just shooting the ball. And you got to get in there and you got to fight. You got to be willing to get in there and say, hey, I'm going to hit the floor. And I guarantee you this. With Geno and UConn, man, let me tell you what you're playing for this year, folks. I told you earlier with Kim Mulkey and LSU getting bumped out in the Elite Eight. You're playing for recruits, folks. You got everybody's social medias watching this. The women's game is bigger than it is. And I'm telling you, these ladies are going somewhere where they could be a champion. And I see Geno sneaking on back in there. I know Catlin is done magnificent. But both at any time with the NCAA women, the Cinderella, the shoes got to be put on. And you can only raise somebody up so high as you have done with Catlin Clark. Outstanding. But then there's always somebody lurking that knows how to shut you down. And I broke it down how to shut her down, and Geno take it beyond that. Okay, I just gave you one defensive set. He's going to go 3-4 defensive sets. And here's what's going to happen. Even Edwards going to get a chance maybe to guard her